Right, chapter 2, section 1, order of operations. You guys are pretty good with this, pretty simple. So we'll get started and then we'll show you your bookwork here. Page 30 and 31 from the textbook. Order of operations. Numbers and operation signs are used to write expressions. Remember, expressions do not have an equal sign in them. They just have terms with coefficients. And then your equations have equal signs. You simplify an expression when you perform the operations. When there is more than one operation, you must follow the order of operations. And you all know that and have that available in your interactive notebook as well. PEMDAS. And just remember that the addition and subtraction can be flipped around as well as multiplication and division. First, multiply and divide from left to right, then add, subtract left to right. You notice they said multiply and divide, then add and subtract, and they can be flip-flop. Like I said, they did skip the parentheses and the exponents. Those will be on the next few pages, but we're starting simple. Example number 1, simplify 16 minus 6 times 2. So in PEMDAS, you're always working left to right, and they even state it right there, left to right. And so without having parentheses and exponents, you're just going to look for multiplication division first. In this case, you do have multiplication division. How I would work this problem out in on paper is write it out, and then underneath it, do a little arrow. This is going to be 12. I finish that, or cross that off, and then bring down what I didn't use. And they actually have the same type of thing here. Is 6 times 2 is 12. They bring down their 16, and the subtraction, 16 minus 12 gives you 4 is the final answer. So the value of 16 minus 6 times 2 is 4. In example number 2, again, they're asking you to simplify. So it's 2 plus 12 divided by 4 minus 10. So identify going left to right in the sentence. Well, addition doesn't come before division. Division comes before addition, and division comes before subtraction. And you can see how they've done it right here in the book. This was my print on paper. I do 12 divided by 4 gives me 3. I'll bring down my minus 10 because I haven't used it. And then I'll bring down my plus 2 because I have not used that as well. So that is all gone. Now, addition or subtraction. And again, if subtraction was first, you do subtraction. But in this case, it's addition. So I'm going to do 2 plus 3. That's going to give me 5. And then 5 minus 10 would give me a negative 5. Okay? So some of you will be new to integers, and you're going to start seeing that quite a bit pop up. So now refer to in your interactive notebook your integers page if you need to, because this would be a keep change method. I would keep the 5. Whoops, let's make this a 5. Let's erase this really quick. I'd keep this 5 and change the subtraction to addition. And then if I hid the subtraction sign, that's a positive 10, which I now need the opposite of a positive 10, which is 10, gives me negative 10 for the opposite. And then in my addition integer rules tells me different signs, subtract 10 minus 5, 5, and attach the sign of a larger number, and that's a negative. So a couple things. You got to know your order of operations. You're going to have to use that in your interactive notebook, and then you're going to probably need to utilize your integer sheet as well that's in your notebook. Sometimes an expression contains a power. Find the value of the power first. So now they are bringing in the exponent. So no parentheses here. So here we have 3 plus 8 divided by negative 2 squared. Again, going left to right, we know addition is last. Division could go first. However, exponent needs to go first. And the base is 2, and the exponent is 2. So that tells you that you need 2 sets of 2. 2 times 2 is going to give you this 4 right here. And then you're going to bring down your division, your 8 plus and 3. Then you're going to do division first. 8 divided by 4 gives you 2. Bring down your 3. 3 plus 2 is 5. So now to the bookwork. Crossing off the tan box, Crossing off the bottom problems. You are doing numbers 1 through 21, and you're going to need to write out the problems. So number 1, 3 times 1. So you're on line paper and using PEMDAS, going left to right. So I know I need to do multiplication first. So 3 times 1 is 3. And then bring down my plus and my 4. Now, again, you can cross these off or you can keep them as long as you've known that you're done. 3 plus 4 gives me 7 for number 1, and that is your answer. All right, and then just move on to the next problem. 1 through 21, and use both interactive notebook, the integer sheet, as well as the PEMDAS or order of operations sheet. You may begin.